Hello everyone, and welcome to Freshman and Youth Student Orientation. I'm Ms. Murphy, one of the vice principals here at Colonia High School, and I will be guiding you through understanding the ins and outs to Colonia High. First and foremost, here is the Colonia High School administrative team. We have our principal, Mr. Pace, vice principal, Ms. Murphy, and vice principal, Mr. Panko. And one of the best ways to get in contact with us is by calling 732-499-6500 or by email. In addition, here are a few important numbers in the event that you need to contact someone. You have the main office, which you can call at any point to be directed to your destination. The counseling center, where you can get to specifically to your counselors. The nurse's office, student assistant counselor, Ms. Giordano, as well as our anti-bullying specialist, Ms. DeNicola. In the event that there's a need to contact a subject-specific supervisor, our department supervisor for art and music will be Mr. Panko. For counseling, in January, it'll be Miss Galvin. For now, it'll be myself, Miss Murphy. English and world languages would be Miss DiChara. Math and business, Miss Liguri. Phys ed and athletics will be Mr. LaSala. Social studies and science is Mr. Atsby. The counselors in the building are assigned by letters of the alphabet for each grade level. Specifically for the 9th grade, we will have Ms. Galvin and Ms. Wadzinski for the letters of A through B, Ms. Bowler for the letters N through Q, Ms. DeNicola, letters C through D, Ms. Moretta, letters E through M, and Ms. Simkovich, letters R through Z. A way to contact the counselors by dialing 732-726-7058, and Ms. Charlie Brooks will direct you to the counselor that you request. The Colonia High School webpage is an area that is riddled with tons of information to help guide you for anything that you need. Once you click on Explore, you'll be brought to the screen where you'll see athletics, counseling, about us for teachers, activities, for parents, for students. In each tab, you'll see further details of information for which you seek. As always, if you cannot locate the specific information that you need, you can always contact us via telephone or email. But the Colonia High School webpage has pretty much everything that you need. Also, when you select staff, this is where you'll be taken to the roster of everyone in the building, from administrators to counselors and faculty and staff. Here you'll find email addresses as well as Google sites that'll direct students and parents to the Google Classroom listed for every single teacher. This website can also be downloaded onto your phone in order to have quick and easy access when you're away from your computer. Again, the Colonia High School webpage is the best resource for information. Your freshman class advisor is Mrs. Economos. Mrs. Economos has set up a Google Classroom for all freshmen to join, and that code, in all lowercase, IKODYK5. Use that code to join the Google Classroom in order to find out all the important information, such as fundraising and upcoming events, as well as information about elections for officers. Even though school will be starting virtually in September, elections will still go on. So if you are thinking of running for a class office, In the Google Classroom is where you'll find all of the information. So please be sure to join the classroom, follow all directions, and if you have any questions, please ask. And the recommendation from your class advisor is to get involved. Colonia High School has so much to offer. There's so many opportunities for you to become part of our family. As a refresher for joining Google Classroom, you have the option of downloading an app onto your phone, your iPad, or your tablet, or you can simply type in classroom.google.com in any browser. Once there, click Sign In. Just remember, you have to be signed in using your Woodbridge Township School District Google login. If you're in any other Google account, you will not have access to the classroom. If at this point you do not have a login, please contact your counselor and they will be happy to work with you to ensure that you have everything you need for the first day of school to get into all of your Google classrooms. Once you're there in Google, you go to the top of the screen and click Join Class. Now, going back to all of the teacher pages, you go to your classroom and the Google code will be there for you to join. If you do not see the code, please reach out to your teacher to get your code in order to be in the classroom. You must be signed in order to get all of the instruction and the information that you'll need to succeed in this virtual learning environment. If you have any questions with regards to how to join Google Classroom, again, please reach out to anyone from your counselor to the administrators, and we'll be more than happy to assist you. When you receive your schedule, 1, you'll see your name, your ID, grade, phone, your homeroom teacher, and counselor. 2, you'll have your parent name as well as your address and zip code. Make sure those details are all correct. 3, if you take a bus, it will be listed there along with the time that the bus will arrive for pickup and drop off. Always remember, when school goes back in session, when you take a bus, you need to arrive at the time that transportation has set forth. You do not want to run into a situation where you miss your bus and hence are late for school. 4, that will be your locker. You will look through the hallways to identify your locker, and that is your assigned locker for you alone for the entire school year. 5, this is your entire schedule. First, you have the descriptions of the specific courses that you have selected to take. Period is which block you will have these courses. Semester, we're starting off in semester 1, but in your schedule, if you see Q1 and Q2, Q1 is really marking period 1. So that course will continue for all of marking period 1. At the end of marking period 1, when we transition to marking period 2, that's when you will start your new course for quad 2 marking period 2. Room, those are the room assignments for each one of your classes, and teacher, that is your assigned teacher for that class. In this schedule, there is one slight difference. You still have 1, the student information with your homeroom teacher and counselor, 2, your parent information, but this individual does not take a bus, so there will be no bus information. 3, your assigned locker for you alone for the school year. 4 is your entire schedule, only for semester 1. Now, in this particular schedule, if you have phys ed, you will see something that will say E2, number 6. E2 is the second part of marking period 1, and it lasts for 22 days approximately. So, in this particular schedule, you would start off in phys ed, and about 22 days into phys ed, you will then transition into your health class for the remaining part of marking period 1. Now, in each semester, there are about 4 E's. You'll see E1, E2, that is split between marking period 1. E3 and E4 is split between marking period 2. I know it can be confusing, but the phys ed department is really awesome and they'll be able to provide further explanation. To backtrack to number 5, if you see Q1 or Q2, short for quad 1, quad 2, that is marking period 1, quad 1. When marking period 1 is over, you will transition into marking period 2, your quad 2 course. The room assignments are there for the year, as well as your teacher. I understand the schedule can be a little bit confusing, but again, we are here to assist. So always reach out to an administrator, a counselor, or a teacher, and we will be happy to assist. As stated numerous times throughout this presentation, there are so many opportunities for you to be successful. One of them are honor societies. Currently we have about 10, and who knows, we can probably most likely get more in the future. But for now, these are some of the honor societies that we have officially at our school. For clubs, there's an array of clubs for you to get involved in. These are just a few that are listed here, but even if you do not see anything that interests you, if you bring up a proposal to an administrator or faculty member, you never know, you can get that club in school. For sports, there's a variety of sports that are available for you during the fall, winter, and spring. Granted, in these times, we do not know when they will start, but if you reach out to the athletic director, Mr. LaSala, or any of the coaches, they'll provide more information for you. September 3rd marks the first day of classes for the 2020-2021 school year. Instruction will be completely remote for all students, and the schedule will go as follows. Block 1 will be from 9:20 to 10:20. During that time, that's when you will receive direct instruction from your teacher. Block 2, 10:35 to 11:35. Block 3, 12:05 to 1:05. And Block 4, 1:20 to 2:20. In between blocks 1 and 2 from 10:20 to 10:35, as well as in between blocks 3 and 4 from 1:05 to 1:20, there is a 15-minute break allowing you to get a rest from looking at your computer for an extended period of time. In addition, there is a lunch break provided in the schedule between blocks 2 and 3 from 11:35 to 12:05. Breaks are much needed time in which you can get refocused to continue your learning. But remember, after each break, make sure that you arrive to each one of your blocks on time. Faculty office hours will occur prior to the start of the school day between 7:30 to 9:05. Each block has its designated time schedule to allow faculty to be available. This is the time to reach out to your teachers for extra help, clarification on assignments, questions, and concerns. As stated earlier in the presentation, you must join the Google Classroom created by your teacher for each one of your classes to get the full instruction. We're all here to ensure your success, so please, if you have any questions at all, reach out to administrators, faculty, or counselors, and we will be here to guide you and help you have the best experience as possible.
This is the Athletic Director's Office, Mr. Losala. Here is where you get information about phys ed classes, health class, physicals, and sports.
This is the nurse's office, which is next to the athletic director's office and across from the girls' entrance of the gym. Our nurse here at Colonia High School is Nurse Phoebe. Whenever you are not feeling well, this is always going to be your first stop. This is the gym, which is to the left of the main entrance and across from the nurse's office. In the gym, you will participate in a numerous amount of activities with your gym class, and you may also attend some assemblies and other fun events that the school provides. Both boys and girls' locker rooms are located right outside of the gym for your convenience. For your gym class, you have to get changed for your participation.
Straight ahead are a combination of math and science classes. In this hallway, you will find your art, health, cooking, science research, and robotics classes. Through door 17, this is how you'll get to the new wing, which includes your math classes. While we call it the new wing, it was built in 2007, making it 13 years old. This staircase will take you to the second floor where your lockers, homeroom, English, world language, social studies classes, a few math classes, GNT, tech department, media center, and PTV are located.
Classrooms. Your classrooms are your normal classrooms that you've been seeing your whole entire life, like in middle school. Might be a little bigger, might be a little different to you, but for the most part, they're pretty similar. Where when you come in, you're gonna see the teachers' desks, and this year might be a little different with the students' desks. They're really spaced out, 6 feet apart, and all that. A lot less desks than you usually do, but for the most part, it's going to be your average classroom that you've been seeing throughout your whole life. Cell phone holders. Cell phone holders, they're there so you don't get distracted during learning time. Your teacher will call you up by rows, one by one, or maybe right as you come into the classroom, just as your daily routine, to put your cell phone holders in the cell phone holders to ensure the best learning experience.
At the end of the school day, the best exit to get your bus is door number 17. When you exit, all buses will be lined up in order. There will be administrators available to assist you each and every day. When the bus drops you off in the morning, you enter school using door 15. In this hallway, not only will you find the faculty office, there are the science class, Cath 2, business classes, and CAF 1.
greenhouse is one of the best places on earth. You can cultivate fresh plants and you can even see it as it grows. The best way to get inside the greenhouse is being part of the ecology club, which is great fun to join, and you can really make an impact on the school and the community.
The weight room is where students go to exercise, whether it be in physical education class or in an athletic sport. The dance room is where students learn how to dance ballet, tap, or contemporary, depending on their choice of dance class, all taught by our wonderful teacher, Miss Ruda. This room is also used as the wrestling room after school. The choir room is where students learn vocal music, taught by Mrs. Bolton. At CHS, we have multiple choirs such as concert choir, mixed choir, women's choir, a cappella, and show choir, which all practice in this room after school. The band room is where students learn instrumental music, taught by Mr. Perdoni. CHS also has a wide variety of bands such as concert band, wind ensemble, marching band, and jazz band.
Counseling is a very good place to get in touch with your counselor and talk about your next steps as a high schooler going to college. They're always willing to help, and you can talk to them almost any time.
The auditorium is where assemblies will be held, as well as plays, musicals, and other productions put on by CHS students and staff.
Right here is the main office. The main office is one of the most important places to go if you're trying to get a job, as they will be giving you and supplying you with working papers.
And that concludes freshman orientation. Welcome to the CHS family, where you're a patriot for the next 4 years. You will be building on character, community, and commitment. Can't wait to see you soon.